Well, welcome everyone to Surface. And we're here today to talk a little bit about Surface for Windows RT. And so now we'd like to talk about imagining and reimagining hardware for Windows RT. You know, we decided to do Surface because it's the ultimate expression of a Windows PC for us. It's an extension of Windows. It's a stage for Windows. Yet, it's a beautiful stage. We love the look of it, the feel of it. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. And everything Microsoft has to offer is coming together here, from Xbox to Office to Surfaces to Skype, all in one place. We really wanted to show some of the emotions behind Surface, what it was that we wanted to convey.
Super cool. I'm going to do a few things I don't normally do. The first one is I'm going to take off touch cover. Don't do this very often, but I'm going to do it here because I do want to talk about the product as a tablet. 10.6 inches. That's diagonal from here to here. It's a clear type display. With 10.6 inches, a couple things are happening. One, it's the perfect expression of Windows. It's exactly what the software was intended to run on. You can see this when you go into multitasking. I'm going to show you that in just a minute as well. You could be browsing on one side, and on the other side, you could be watching a movie. You can be doing mail and browsing. And what you'll see is within the screen and the way it renders, you get this perfect clarity and beauty because of the clear type display, but more importantly, because of the screen size. I've opened the kickstand. You may have noticed. Behind the kickstand, if you want to just take a closer look, and I'll show you, this is a micro SD card. We didn't talk about this much before, but I do want to show it to you because it's a really important feature to me. I use it all the time, and here's why. I travel to China quite a bit. On this 64 gigabyte micro SD card, I can store over 40 of my HD movies. On my device, I have another 64 gigabytes. I have 128 gigabytes that I'm holding just right here. I can store, of course, photos or pictures or songs, whatever you choose, whatever's great for you. That storage, just this, super fast, pretty seamless. You'll love this. All the trade-offs we made them to make a great tablet. We made a great tablet purposefully. We made it so you can be able to do all the things that I'm showing you here. This is now a gaming scenario that I want to show you, but it's not to show you the game. Now, this is Hydro Thunder. This came out the minute you buy your Surface. You can go and download this, of course. It's in the Windows Store. It's there for you to go ahead and purchase. However, look at the graphics on this, which are so cool. When Windows talks about reimagining the experience from the chipset to the experience, this is it, just simple. I'm going to drop it just to show you some of its robustness because I think it's a great thing to just show off both the display and VaporMag coming together and every component designed perfectly within this device to make sure it's not busting. I can drop it again if you want. Check this out. It's still working. There's not even a debate that it wouldn't. How many people drop a machine on stage? Have you ever seen that before? You have a kickstand, so you can put it down. That seems almost obvious, but just in case you didn't know. Now, I'm going to launch an app here. This is the camera app, what you see. But what I'm showing you now is you can see how the camera squares right to me. There's a reason for this. Because of the 22-degree angle that we're able to manage through the device and know exactly how you're setting it down, we're able to measure where we want the camera in space to your face. So when you're sitting down and you're having the Skype call that you can see here that I would be having, it's really square and perfect. When I talk about seamless transitions that the Surface team focused on, so people who buy it can use it, this is where it really comes to life. Of course, Surface is an amazing tablet. You can watch videos on your clear type display. You can listen to music, stream it live from Xbox. You can play games right out of the Windows Store. But what else you can do is get stuff done. The flux fountain of magnets in here, which essentially is a couple of clamping magnets and one alignment magnet on each side of the device, where you're able to pull these things together, but then guess what? I can stop and boom, click. It just clicks in. That confidence you get, you can never miss. I don't really have to look. It'll just click in every time. And it'll give you that confidence that once you put it in, you can go get anything done. And guess what? You can. Check out how sturdy it is when I just hold it like this right from the bottom. Yeah. We're running this entire show on Surface. Check it out. He's using Surface. In the back, this entire projection and all the lighting is controlled by one device right now. All of it. It's running PowerPoint right here on this screen, and it's doing wireless signals to dim the lights. I asked for the controls so I can show that off, but they said no way. They're not giving up their devices. But this is an important thing to understand. We're running Excel and PowerPoint right now. Let me make the Uber point. When you purchase Surface, of course you get Office with it. You get Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote.
I was taking some pictures before, so
Okay.
I have an idea. Why don't you take these pictures and post them on the blog? Maybe I'll tweet a few of them too. And so why don't you show us how that would happen?
Sounds good.
So what she's doing is plugging in a digital camera through USB, and the pictures are just going to load and using all the built-in Photos app, and they're just right there. And that's just the power of the USB port, which I love the USB port. 100% of the top-selling printers all work with USB. Over 420 million existing devices will just plug right into Surface. And so that is really tapping into the power of a USB port and the power of the overall Windows ecosystem.
Cool.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Pretty darn cool. So thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Like, what an awesome introduction.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks a lot.